Heights the Preacher has featured on numerous poetry events in Uganda. At Galore witnessed one of his magnificent performances, and we could not live without bringing him close to you.
As a rapper, before doing poetry, I used to rap. And then I found out that rap is a bit destructive if you have a message for the people. The beats will come in and interfere and maybe distract the message. So I figured if I did poetry without loud beats and just smooth guitars and piano keys and stuff like that, they would get my message. That's why I did poetry.
Heights the Preacher believes that with poetry, different community members can be empowered in many ways.
Through poetry, you can pass the message to the people 100%. Because they're going to get every word you're saying. There's no hard beat that they're just going to dance to and forget the message. So I'd say if I'm rating out of 10, poetry is like 9 out of 10. The best way to get a message out to the people.
Poetry in Uganda is one of the emerging performing arts, and across the country, many youth are engaging in reciting different poems. The Preacher confirms that there are professional teams making sure that stories are recited decently.
There are poetry groups that groom poets to up their poetry and get it to a higher level, a notch higher than they are doing it. The groups like Potter's Clay, which I'm affiliated to, the groups like Rock Pride Poets, the groups like Lantern Meat, Fame Right. So groups are really there and they're trying to push. Maybe in the near future we'll have associations that come and award the best poets and stuff.
Heights the Preacher is such an inspiring poet, and his work is focused on transforming society.
I think I write what I feel at the moment. Or maybe sometime when an organization comes up to you and tells you to write about a specific thing, like public health, they tell you to write about cancer or AIDS. That's when you write, when someone tells you to. But I personally write what I feel like writing.
Having a transparent and moral leadership is also part of his work.
If I do something that I feel, it's my thing, like my poetry is my creation. If I come out and do a poem, if it's about bad governance, then yeah, it's true we have bad governance. We could be having bad governance. So I do what I really feel like doing. And if it affects someone, I can't say I'm really sorry, but that is me, that's what I feel like. Sometimes it's not literal, sometimes you really have to put out what your environment is like. I write from what I see around. That's why I do poetry.
Heights the Preacher urges the concerned regulatory authorities to ensure that poetry is valued just like all the other performing arts.
Since the art is growing, most people tend to undermine poets. If you go to a show like a secular show or any other show where they have artists, they would give an artist a sum of money that they wouldn't give a poet because the art is down and stuff like that. So we are challenged. The people do not see the value of poetry, and they do not want to, they would organize a show and not pay a poet because they're giving him publicity and they consider it to be a very low art that is coming up. So those are challenges we face as poets.